Hello everybody. I'm going to be giving you tutorials on how to learn C++ through game programming. Alright, so we're going to just do, first of all, we're going to need a setup. So in order to set up, you're going to need an IDE, which you could download code blocks, which is good. The link will be in the description, or you can download dev-c. Either one works good. I'm gonna be using code blocks for this. So once you download code blocks, you're gonna open it up, and you're probably gonna get this, but there's gonna be a hello world function right in the middle. Just delete that because we're gonna be going over that right now. Alright, so let's go over what it is right now from top to bottom. So first of all, we have the hashtag include IOStream. What this is this is a preprocessor directive, and I'll go over that later because we don't really need to know that for right now. Next up is the using namespace std and then semicolon. What this does is it just saves you the effort of writing the std : prefix all the time. So normally you'd have to do an std and then a : before your statements and stuff. It just saves you all the time of doing that. Sorry if I talk a little fast. Alright, next is the int main function. With this line right here just pretty much represents the header of a function. What a function is a function is a group of programming code that does work and returns a value. The int right here, the int indicates that the function will return an integer value. All the function's headers end with a semicolon. A pair of parentheses, sorry. Alright. So yeah, that's the main function. And now what we're going to do is we're going to actually do our hello world function. So to do our hello world function, we're going to need to do, we're going to be making a string of letters to do hello world. So first what you're going to type is cout. Cout is an object that is defined in the file IOStream up here. So if that's not there, you have to type that in because that's what the object will be under. Right, so when you type in the cout object, you need to put an output operator next to it, the output operator, what it does is it will send the string of whatever you type to the object. So that's going to be the output operator is 2 less than signs. Alright, so once you have your 2 less than signs, you're going to type in the code or the message that you want to be displayed on the screen with quotes or quotations. So you're just going to type in hello world in your quotes, and then there's a few ways to do this to display it. You could either do another output operator, and then you can do end L with a semicolon. What this will do is that it'll output end L, which means end line. So if you do this, it'll end the line by outputting end L. Alright, so once you do that, the next thing is return 0. What the return 0 does is, if it returns 0, then it means that the function ran fine with no problems. And what you gotta do is these right here, the curly braces, Curly braces indicate the start and the end of the function. So here, this curly brace means this is where the function starts, and this curly brace indicates where the function ends. So if you run this by pressing one right there, and then what that'll do is it'll do it for you. But usually if you do another cout, and then you go do an endl, what will happen is it'll all be on the same line because here you didn't end to the next line, so it'll just, even though it's down here, it'll all display on the same line. So if you want to make it display on the next line, you can do endl, or you can do, that basically means next line also. So if you